Let me tell you something. Nothing wakes you up to the dark side of suburbia faster than finding a total stranger on your porch, waving a clipboard, and acting like they already own the place. You think I'm exaggerating? I wish I was. The day we closed on that little blue Craftsman on Maple Lane, our very first house, mind you, the one we'd scraped together every last dime for and mortgaged ourselves into a cold sweat over. That's the exact welcome we got. Maple Lane looked like a postcard, all neat lawns, kids on scooters, flags fluttering away, like everyone had agreed to keep up appearances and then enstrolls the HOA overlord herself. Visor on, sky overcast, clipboard in hand like it's a loaded weapon. No congrats, no, welcome to the neighborhood. Just straight to business. You're in 1427, she asked like we'd somehow snuck in. I barely got out of "that's us" before wiping sweat off my brow. I'm Cheryl Tro, Vice President, Block Captain, Architectural Review Chair, and Social Committee Lead, she rattled off, proud as you please. I was halfway convinced she'd list Supreme Leader next, but she paused just long enough to scan the porch. We need to talk about your lawn ornaments. I swear to you, we just gotten the keys. Our moving truck wasn't even off the street yet. I looked at our porch, 2 empty planters, a welcome mat, that's it. But Cheryl, she was on a mission. She shoved this thick packet at me. I'm talking a binder the size of a small child. Welcome, she said like it was a threat. Page 47 covers acceptable gnome height. Anything over 8 inches requires a variance. You think I'm making this up, but I'm telling you, it was all right there. That's when Maya, my wife, came outside with our toddler on her hip. Cheryl's eyes darted over to the kid's toy truck, this little plastic thing, bright red. Wheels must be neutral colors, she snapped. Red is inflammatory. I almost laughed, but Maya just stared at her, stunned. That was our introduction to Cheryl, the HOA Karen, block tyrant, whatever you want to call it. We figured, okay, that was weird, but it's just one lady, right? Oh, how naive we were. Over the next few weeks, we pieced together the rest of the puzzle. Cheryl had a son, Braden, 24 years old, still living at home, between opportunities, as she put it, which is code for hasn't worked since Blockbuster closed. Most afternoons, you could spot him through her garage door, gaming headset on, surrounded by an unholy pyramid of energy drink cans. Cheryl talked him up like he was royalty. He scored 30 points in a high school basketball game. She mentioned it twice, to me. No one else seemed to remember. But hey, it's the little victories, right? And then came Friday. Cheryl was out front again, staring at our house like she'd seen some kind of sign from above. I swear, she said in her phone, right out in the open, "This is the one. It's perfect for Braden." She started listing reasons. The yard faces south, good light for gaming, whatever. Maya and I just looked at each other through the window, trying to figure out if she was serious. Turns out, she was. Monday morning, before I'd even had coffee, a locksmith's truck rolls up and parks in our driveway. Guy hops out, tool bag in hand, and what now? I crack the door open. "Can I help you?" He checks his clipboard. Work order for 1427 Maple. Name on the ticket is Cheryl Whitmore. Says the house is being transferred to her son, and the locks need to be rekeyed today. I'm not even kidding. The color left my face so fast I nearly passed out. I say, "Sir, this is my house. We closed escrow a month ago." He shrugs. "Lady paid triple for emergency service." Says it's an eviction. I think that's when I realized this woman was not playing games. Maya's locking doors and windows. I'm on the phone with the cops. 2 patrol cars pull up just as Cheryl arrives, dragging Braden along, his hoodie flapping, eyes glued to the ground. She's clutching this manila folder stuffed to bursting. I'm talking receipts, emails, who knows what. Officers Ramirez and Cho step onto the porch. Before they can say a word, Cheryl starts up. "This couple is squatting in my son's home. I have proof. The developer promised me this lot first. They stole it. I'm simply reclaiming what's ours." And you know what? The neighbors started to gather. All of them. Phones out. Popcorn might as well have been popping. Ramirez, this guy had seen some things you could tell, just raises an eyebrow. "Ma'am, do you have a deed?" Cheryl's like, "Of course," and whips out, get this, a screenshot of a Facebook comment from 2022 where the builder replied, "Looks like a great lot. to her message. That's it. That's the proof. I hand over our grant deed, settlement statement, title insurance, the works. Ramirez scans it, lips twitching like he's fighting a smile. Mrs. Whitmore, he says, this couple legally owns the home. You can't change their locks. Cheryl goes beet red, redder than that kid's toy truck. But Braden needs natural light. His vitamin D is low. And then, out of nowhere, Braden speaks up. First words I ever heard from the guy. Mom, can we just go home? This is embarrassing. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. But Cheryl isn't done. No, I've already ordered his gaming chair to this address. I'm thinking, lady, this is not Amazon's problem. Ramirez lets out the world's longest sigh. Ma'am, you're trespassing. You hired someone to break into an occupied residence. That's a crime. Step off the porch. By now, the neighbor crowd's doubled. Everyone's filming. Cheryl's grand plan is unraveling in real time. She tries one last Hail Mary. I'll sue the HOA. I'll sue the city. You'll leave. Officer Cho cuts her off, deadpan, or you'll leave in cuffs. And just like that, Cheryl storms off, visor bouncing, Braden trailing behind, mumbling apologies to no one in particular. The crowd? Oh, they ate it up. I half expected someone to start selling T-shirts. That night, Maya and I sat out on our porch, drinking cheap beer and watching the sun go down over our regulation-approved, gnome-free lawn. She raised her bottle and said, to natural light. I added, and to never electing Cheryl to anything ever again. Across the street, Cheryl's garage door slammed shut, rattling her collection of lawn ornaments she never bothered to get variances for. Somewhere in there, a gaming chair spun slowly in the dark. And let me tell you, I've never been so grateful for silence. The locksmith never came back. For weeks, though, every package delivered to Maple Lane got a little extra scrutiny. You never know, right? Maybe Cheryl would decide Braden needed our couch next. Or maybe try to lay claim to the mailbox if she found a Facebook post about it. Looking back now, I almost have to laugh. I mean, who does that? Who tries to evict you from your own house with a screenshot and a power trip? Still, it's funny, or maybe kind of sad, how a neighborhood can look so perfect from the outside, but you never really know what kind of circus you've moved into until the ringmaster shows up with a clipboard. So here's my question for you. What would you have done if you were in our shoes? Is this just neighborhood life these days? Or is there some deeper rot hiding under the surface? Ever tangled with an HOA tyrant? Or a neighbor who took things a little, or a lot, too far? Drop your wildest HOA or neighbor stories down in the comments. Or tell me what you think about all this property rights versus community rules business. I want to know, when is order just another word for someone else's control? And hey, if you ever see a woman in a visor marching up your driveway, maybe just pretend you're not home.